Unlocking the meaning of before we conclude. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive into the fascinating world of English language learning. Today, we're exploring a common but important phrase that you might encounter in presentations, speeches, or even casual conversations. Before we conclude, understanding this phrase is crucial for both speakers and listeners, as it signals a transition and prepares the audience for the closing remarks. Let's get started. Before we conclude is a phrase that serves as a prelude to the final part of a discussion or presentation. It consists of three key components. Before, a preposition that indicates something is happening prior to another event. We, a pronoun that refers to the speaker and at least one other person, implying a group activity or shared experience. Conclude, a verb that means to bring to an end or to finish something. When put together, the phrase literally means, prior to ending our discussion or activity. It's a polite and formal way to signal that the speaker is about to wrap up their points or arguments. The phrase, before we conclude, serves several important functions in communication. 1. Transitioning. It acts as a smooth transition between the main content and the conclusion, helping to organize the presentation or conversation in a clear, structured way. 2. Attention grabbing. It's a subtle cue to recapture the audience's attention, especially useful if the discussion has been long or complex. 3. Signaling summary or final thoughts. Often, this phrase introduces a summary of the main points, a final thought, or a call to action, indicating that what follows is significant. In practice, you might hear it used in various contexts, such as academic presentations, business meetings, public speeches, casual discussions when summarizing a point. Let's see how, before we conclude, can be used in different sentences. Before we conclude, let's quickly recap the main points we've covered today. Before we conclude, I'd like to thank everyone for their participation. Before we conclude, are there any questions or comments? These examples show how the phrase can introduce a summary, an expression of gratitude, or an invitation for feedback, effectively setting the stage for the conclusion. And that, dear viewers, is a wrap on Before We Conclude. It's a simple yet powerful phrase that plays a critical role in communication, especially in structured or formal settings. We hope this video has shed light on its meaning and usage, making you more confident in both understanding and using it in your English conversations. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more English learning tips. See you in our next video.